Hello and welcome back for week 2 of our deep dive into something that you might never have connected to your migraines, and it's your gut health. It's just you and me today, getting real about something we all deal with but rarely talk about. Now, if you haven't yet, I recommend checking out our first episode in this series that aired last week, the Poop-Migraine Connection, Decoding What Your Gut is Telling You. Trust me, it sets the stage for everything that we're about to explore today. Because here's the thing. I've noticed a lot of women shrug off our bathroom routines. Going a few times a week, normal, we think. Less than perfect stool, no big deal. But then the endless wiping, why does that not set off alarms for us? If you have to buy special wipes to clean up after your go, that's a really big red flag. I'm here because of those little signs. They're your body whispering, hey, we're not okay. And they could be feeding into your migraines more than you realize. So, 4 weeks together, and I promise you, we're going to tackle this. I want you to finish our time together with a whole new perspective on your gut and practical steps to make your bathroom visits a movement of relief, not a source of stress that secretly is fueling your migraines. First off, yes, everybody poops. And yep, it smells. That's biology for you. It's perfectly normal. But what's not normal is the struggle, constipation, diarrhea, stool that just doesn't look right, bloating, and the relentless heartburn. Talking toilet might not seem glamorous, but understanding this everyday act, it could be your secret weapon in overcoming migraines. So each week, I'll unveil a little bit more of this puzzle, sharing insights that you can learn to tailor this just for you. Because, like fingerprints, no two guts are the same. And yes, we're going to cover a lot of ground. Do you remember Beth from our Freedom from Migraine Method community? We've talked about her a little bit over the last week or so. She's been where you're at, and she found her way out. So stick around, and we'll show you how to craft your own success story. Now, next up is going to be 3 habits that might be keeping you feeling bogged down, literally. Then I'll guide you through some simple, effective tweaks to your routine that could really lighten your step and lessen those migraines. And then come week 4, you're going to hear straight from Beth. Her story's incredible. No spoilers, but she found her freedom and her pain-free days are here to stay. Plus, I'm going to break down how this same method is transforming lives beyond migraines, tackling everything from brain fog and joint pain to allergies and autoimmunity. Imagine a rhythm where your body works with you, not against you, where a trip to the bathroom is a sign that your body's thriving, doing its detoxifying job without the need for a marathon wipe. My nephew calls this a ghost wipe, clean, quick, and easy, and I want that for you. As we decode the messages your body's been sending, let's focus on turning those whispers into a roadmap, guiding you towards your migraine relief that you might not have thought was even possible. So today, let's kick things off with something really crucial to your journey, understanding that healing truly starts when you identify what's actually shaking things up in your gut. So I'm going to ask you to take a little journey inward, do a little bit of soul searching right now. Think about your day-to-day life, the food you find yourself eating, how often you find yourself in rush mode, the places that you spend most of your time, how often you move, if you use medication, do you drink enough water? Do you sleep the right hours for you? And how do you manage a stressful situation? Think about, could any of these things be impacting your gut health without you even realizing it? Beth, she had no idea before the Freedom from Migraine method how tied into her freedom success her gut was. She didn't know that pooping only a few days a week wasn't normal. Her doctor even told her that it was. It was just her normal. And don't worry about it. After graduating the Freedom from Migraine method, she now goes daily and her migraine worries are a thing of the past. When we consider those primary factors clogging our gut, like Beth, we need to shine a massive light on a couple key areas, and one of those is toxins. Toxicity mitigation is actually one of the 6 keys that women work on in the Freedom from Migraine method. That is how essential it is to not only your migraines, but your future health. And toxins can come from many sources, like medications, Botox, hidden mold, plastic, chemicals in drinking water, or polluted air, just to name a few. These toxins can overwhelm the gut's ability to actually filter and eliminate waste, which can lead to a range of issues. For example, mold exposure might weaken overall health. Water contaminants can disrupt gut flora, and polluted air can cause unseen damage. When the system is overloaded, the body may show signs like swollen ankles, allergies, skin problems such as acne or rashes, low energy, joint pain, or brain fog that make it hard to work and think clearly. Now, your liver is trying hard to keep up and help you out because let's face it, you can't avoid everything. But your liver is responsible for 500 functions, filtering out toxins and sending waste to your kidneys or bowel to be eliminated. And when your liver is bombarded, it can't keep up. So what happens? Toxic overload. Besides, toxins make a mess of your gut. When that happens, there is stress. It's like this invisible wrecking ball to the gut. When we're constantly on edge, our digestive system is taking those hits right along with us. Unprocessed stress, overwhelm, or trauma, it can create this kind of emotional constipation that impacts your gut health, no matter how many other things you're doing right. Our emotions, they are tied directly to our physical well-being, especially when it comes to the gut. Chronic stress or unresolved emotional struggles, it can keep inflammation in your digestive system alive and active, even if you're eating well and exercising regularly. Now, stress, it can show up in other ways too, like migraines, tension, or feeling exhausted. And for my type A personality ladies, those who thrive on structure, achievement, and managing everything perfectly, this can be especially challenging. That drive to push through emotions instead of processing them can add even more strain to the gut. So it's worth asking yourself, where am I feeling overwhelmed in my life? Or where am I holding on to control too tightly? Addressing these emotional stressors is a key part of helping your gut heal. Now, I'm curious right now what your number one stressor is. Is it the worry of when your next migraine will show up and how long it's going to last? Send me a DM and let me know, and I'll share mine with you. Now, when we talk about the last culprit, which is actually 4 lifestyle keys lumped together, we're really zeroing in on those everyday decisions. You know, the ones that we know the right thing to do, but we can't always manage to do it in a way that we can actually be successful at. These are the decisions that either make or break our gut health. So take the food that we eat, for example, loading up on ultra-processed foods and sugar. It's like throwing a wrench in the works. And eating late or eating too much food, that sets our digestive system up for pulling an unwanted all-nighter. Next is movement or lack of it, being glued to the sofa or doing kickboxing when you might need to stick to a gentler walk. Not only is this bad news for our fitness, but our gut mobility takes a hit too. Plus, it messes with our sleep and in turn our digestion. Hydration, this is another big player. Not drinking enough or the right thing at the right time and in the right balance with electrolytes means everything in the gut moves at a crawl, and nobody wants a traffic jam there. Alcohol, caffeine, soda, and even smoothies and juices can wreak havoc here. Finally, sleep routines. Underrated, but so important. You know, irregular sleep, it's like throwing a curveball to the gut. It relies on that rhythm to do its job. This is why many people with healthy guts eliminate first thing in the morning. This is when I go to the bathroom. Overnight, my body, when it's in the right state of circadian responsivity, which it is, will clean up after the day and dump the waste first thing when I wake up. Tackling these little lifestyle choices is key. And when you nail all 6, All six that we talked about, the toxicity mitigation, the mindset modulation, and those last four, it's like your gut's winning the lottery. Infections, damage, and deficiencies, they can be at play too, but a great place to start is with these three critical areas. And this is what we call the 6 keys of inflammation in the Freedom from Migraine method. And it is the foundation of the work that we do to get our inflammation network up and running properly. Because here's the deal. Just like an oil tank with a slow leak, topping it up with oil daily isn't a fix. Eventually, you need to patch the hole or get a new oil tank. Temporary fixes, sure, they might ease things momentarily, but the real deal is in tackling the underlying cause, the true source of your discomfort. So today, we are doing our best to help you patch that oil tank a little bit better. Replacing the tank is when we dive into the individualized blueprint right for you and only you. And that's where the Freedom from Migraine method takes the next step. We help you undo established patterns, and this takes time. There's no getting around that. But the goal here isn't quick relief. It's about real, sustainable healing. Steady and deliberate wins the race. So when you are ready to stop putting oil in that tank daily and finally fix the issue, know that we've got a whole toolbox and community waiting for you in the Freedom from Migraine method. And we dive deep into unraveling chronic inflammation, sifting through what causes it and how it cranks up your migraine severity and frequency and causes gut issues. We go into reset and reduce, tackling inflammation from 6 critical areas. And this is about preventing issues, not just reacting to them. And then rewiring for the long haul, teaching your body to dial down those pain signals, leaving you ready for inflammation flare-ups without the old migraine consequence. Now, you know the 3 culprits now: toxin, stress, and the other 4 keys that encompass lifestyle choices. They are the controllers of your gut. These 3 culprits are what keep you full of it, contributing to discomfort, impacting gut health, and even fueling migraines. So before next week, when we're going to have our 3rd episode in this gut series, spend some time identifying your top 2 to 3 culprits that are impacting your gut. Now, mine used to be medication use, worry about when my migraine was going to hit a level 8 or 9, and lack of sleep. What are yours? Send me an email or a DM and let me know. All my contact info is over in show notes. And we will see you next week for episode number 3 in our gut health series.